Okay. Let us do the thing. Let's see. I spent all jelly I can spend, really. Why is Twitch still showing my starting screen soon? Starting screen soon. That's how you say that. There we go. All right. So I did a little bit of extra food grinding. I only need to update these and these now. I don't really care about the workers so much. Hopefully I'll get enough from doing this next mission. Question mark? I don't know. I might need to grind a little more, but let's try Terminator bugs. Termites. If you know you can't win, concentrate on not coming last. Well, that's grim. Damn, she's a big girl.
This Macrotermes bellicosus termite king and queen are one of 3 reproductive pairs that founded colonies here. Vegetation is less abundant on the savanna than in the jungle, and with these 3 mounds being so close to one another, there isn't enough food to sustain them all. Eventually, 2 of them will be outcompeted.
Major worker, regular worker. I don't know how this works. Let's see. Food storage, fungus storage. Okay, thanks for not explaining how these things work at all, guys. Okay, let's dig this out, I guess. Soldier.
Similar to leafcutter ants, Macrotermes are fungus farmers.
Can harvest high quantities of lignocellulose. Then is brought back to the storage chamber where the miner workers eat the plant matter and eventually deposit it to the fungus chamber. Okay.
Dead plant matter is first harvested and eaten by the workers. This initial digestion provides little in the way of nutrition, serving mainly to churn and mix the plant matter with fungal spores. The fecal substrate is then excreted and sculpted into an energy-rich fungus comb to be fed to the rest of the colony.
So it's kind of how the leaf cutters harvest the leaves and then have to deposit or get rid of poop, except in this case they're eating the poop.
Termite raiding Matabele ants are active in this area, and given the abundance of termites here, the Matabele are unlikely to exercise restraint when pillaging any one mound. The threat of annihilation from both starvation and predation will set these otherwise amicable termite colonies against each other.
Miner workers at level 3 produce much more fungus. Okay. It's like a 3-step food process. Weird. Okay, first of all, which one of these am I up here? Am I the red one? Yeah, okay. So now I gotta watch out for the metabeles, huh? Okay, it's the third one up here that I'm spending. Alright. Makes sense.
The termites must defend themselves.
Oh no, now what? Whatever it is, seems to be gone already.
Dawn breaks, and a Matabele
Why is
raid
that
is
on?
imminent. They're heading
it's this one.
straight for the northern mound.
Ugh. I have a feeling this is going to be a difficult one. Let's do it like this for now. Slow and confuse enemy. Okay, we'll do a few of these. Oh, wait, watch out. Watch out. There's a motherfucker over there. Actually, you know what?
As the midday sun scorches the savannah, the termites should go to ground. Out in the open, they won't survive for long.
So you're trying to find some food in here first, huh? When's this gonna open up? Maybe that spot. What's this? Oh, it's that. Okay.
The termites will fight to the death.
Maybe this spot next?
Just as harvesting operations resume, the Matabele begin their approach. Tonight they raid the southern mound.
A lot of food around, but also a lot of stuff constantly trying to eat me. So that's no good.
The termites must defend themselves.
Where the hell is my group 1? There we go. It's not going super well out there. How much does this cost? 110. Well, shit. We're not even close to killing that thing. Okay, now we are. Maybe once I get a few more majors going, I'll be alright. You know what? Let's get some more gatherers as well. Let's see, the cost 30. Oh, shite. Food stores are full. That cannot be allowed to be a thing.
Like clockwork, the Matabele have returned for their tribute. The raiding column is bound for the central termite colony.
The Central, that's us. Get back inside, everybody.
The termites will fight to the death.
Yeah, get out of here. Alright, and also I'll need a place for... Thingamabob. Some additional workhorse.
The sand around the mound is heating under the midday sun. Termites wandering far from the safety of the nest will dry out quickly.
Alright, let's see. Might be able to fight these.
The termites will fight to the death. The day is drawing to an end, and under the crimson mantle of twilight, the Matabele march forward. They will strike at the central mound.
You stay out of here. We don't want you.
The termites must fight. The colony is starving. There's not enough food to feed the new brood.
Yeah, because we're getting destroyed. Ugh. Alright, finally.
The termites must defend themselves.
Get him, big head. Good job. Guys, I need to process this stuff faster. Actually, no, not that one. Okay. Here we go.
The termites must fight.
Okay. That should be pretty good. Let's get some more major soldiers after this. Actually, first let's upgrade some of this stuff.
It's breakfast time for the Matabili. They have selected the northern mound for their morning raid.
Soldiers staying away from me. Not sure how I upgrade this middle number. Miner workers assigned to the nest. Right, but how do I make... Oh, digesting that. Is that because of this guy's here? Let's try something. No, I didn't. Maybe it's the number of them. Well, we'll leave that alone anyway. What I really need to do is get a stronger military right now. That's my deal at the moment.
The undergrowth is baking in
shit.
the midday sun. Insects ill-equipped to withstand the high
out of
temperatures
there.
will fall victim to heat stroke.
Alright, what can we do underground for now?
The termites will fight to the death.
Okay, nice. What else?
The termites must defend themselves. The sun has set, and without fail the Matabele launch their raid. They will arrive imminently at the southern mound.
Aha, mound. He said mound.
The termites will fight to the death.
Oh shit.
Matabele ants aren't the only swarm raiders to be worried about. African stink ants have established extensive tunnel networks in this area, and recent excavations have revealed the termites.
Guess there's nothing I can do about that right now, is there? Busy defending against these fuckers. Alright, that one's already weakened, I guess. Oh shit, fucking scorpion. Christ. afford one more. Bam. Okay. Actually, I'll dig a little more space.
Termites from rival colonies have met in battle. Soldiers will no doubt be attracted to the commotion.
Get out of there. You guys don't even need to worry about combat anyway, honestly. Okay. Right, those are all good. Holy shit, they were not kidding about the soldiers. Damn. They went hard. Good thing I stayed the fuck away from that.
Dawn breaks, and a Matabele raid is imminent. They are heading straight for the central mound.
Lovely. Of course they are.
The termites must defend themselves.
Damn, that's a bunch of them this time. Jeez. Get out of here.
The colony is starving. There's not enough food to feed the new brood.
Alright, that wasn't too bad.
As the midday sun scorches the savannah, the termites should go to ground. Out in the open, they won't survive for long.
I wonder if they do the food processing up there or down here. Like, is there a better way for me to lay this out? I don't know. So this was off to a bit of a rocky start, but I feel like the termite resource economy is kind of interesting. Alright, number 2, go get this stuff.
Just as harvesting operations resume, the Matabili begin their approach. Tonight, they raid the northern mound. The termites must fight.
Get him! Actually, you know what? Get that if you can. Yeah, eat it all.
A subterranean stink ant raiding party has entered the nest.
Well, that's not ideal.
The colony is starving. There's not enough food to feed the new brood.
Alright, I need to get easier food right now. I'll have to steal some of it out from underneath them, but that cost me a bit too much.
The insatiable Matabili raiders pressed with fervor to the center of the northern mound, executing the queen and king in their chamber. Only 2 active mounds remain. With only 2 colonies remaining, the southern termites mount a desperate and risky offensive against the central mound.
Rude.
One last-ditch effort to weaken their neighbor and secure their place as the sole food supply to the Matabili.
Why do you want to be the sole food supply? You just don't want food competition, I would think, right? Upgrade. Get out of here, Scorpion. You jerk. You get over here. Oh dear. Get out of here. Alright, 2. Get that stuff.
Like clockwork, the Matabili have returned for their tribute. The raiding column is bound for the central termite colony.
Of course it is. Get out of here, you dicks.
The sand around the mound is heating under the midday sun. Termites wandering far from the safety of the nest will dry out quickly.
Alright, upgrades. Alright, let's see. Just want some more upgrades over here. So. Alright, let's... Let's take on what's in here.
The termites must fight.
You get them.
The day is drawing to an end, and under the crimson mantle of twilight, the Matabele march forward. They will strike at the southern mound.
Southern Mound's dead, guys.
African stink ants are invading. The termite soldiers will need to mobilize quickly before too many workers are lost.
Of course. Do it while I'm outside, huh? Well, they're gone already, so I guess it doesn't matter. They just got to have their way with us. Not like that, you perverts. You two aren't gonna fight? That's not fair. Oh.
With the northern and southern mounds emptied, the remaining termites inherit complete control of the local vegetation. Feeding unhindered, they will outgrow the threat from the raiders and extend their mound into a towering savanna fortress.
Hey,
a
that was easy.
worthy of a great termite empire.
That one was way easier than the other two. Do I just not understand how to be Matabele ants? I guess. Actually, I'll take the extra food. Termites are easy.
Oh, crumbs everywhere. Who's been bringing food into the lab?
Me. So yeah, now in addition to the ants I had before, I've also got 33 of the medic ants. So that will be useful as well. Okay. Upgrades, upgrades. Let's see. These guys are tier 2 already. So they're part way along their way. This one over here is just the basic black soldier ants from tier 1. I figured I should still have some, because I've given them a bunch of jelly upgrades, after all. What if I do this? Yeah, that'll work. Okay, I'll have to upgrade one of these, so I can do that. No? That doesn't work for you over here, buddy? Oh well, whatever. Alright. So we were able to upgrade everything we wanted. But how much spare food will I have left to replace lost ants? That's the question. That is really annoying me right there. Let me try this. Well, now I can't upgrade that one. If this doesn't work, then I'll give up. I don't think this neighboring thing is boosting each other. Okay, fine. I give up on that. Alright, 2,600 left, huh? That might be enough. I'll give it a try. It's time for the final experiment. No, I could spend a little more jelly. Okay. The real final experiment.
Guess what I've got? It's been a long road, hasn't it, my Reptus? You've done so well. Everyone doubted your potential for selective assimilation. Everyone except for me, of course. We need only arouse the remaining mutation vectors and it will be complete. Imagine it. No host rejection, no secondary augmentations.
What?
Tonight we
What?
finish it. Tonight
What?
we conduct the final experiment.
What?
Everything is arranged. Perhaps not.
I don't
as
have 20,000
critical as certified company.
What?
Company equipment,
Well, shit.
but we'll make do. Our fates are intertwined now, my little ants. Do not fail me. We'll program a simple linear sequence to begin with. Acid, laser, electrode, then fire. Don't be shy. You want the jelly, don't you? Look, a nice big blob on the surface. Come and get it.
Well, I guess I'll have to try. I guess I'll... No.
You haven't tasted this before, have you, my reptiles? Pure, concentrated jelly. None of the other specimens survived exposure, so you'll be the first. Unless my hypothesis is wrong, in which case your lethal neoplasms will spread through the colony. No one wants to see that.
Will that give me 5,000?
The acid is pressurized, the nozzle takes aim, the danger is clear, but the jelly's right here. Your move.
Hello, Larson. Oh, shit, there's different levels of it. Weird.
Wakey, wakey.
You've got acid coming out of a ketchup bottle?
Yes, yes, it's working. The rate
That bottle's
of
gonna
adaptation has accelerated tenfold.
Disappear.
How about some bombardier beetles? Now that you've faced down a jet of noxious super acid, these should be child's play.
What? What the hell hell's this gonna be? Unreasonably long laser, huh? Or strong laser?
The laser is charged to 20 watts.
Okay.
Don't look into the beam.
And you guys can leave.
If you think by not trying you can't fail, you are very...
What do you mean not trying? We've done the thing already, you doofus. Gain extra attacks when hit. Oh my god.
You are very much mistaken. Oof. Perhaps a little too powerful. Or not powerful enough.
Hell. Electric shock, huh? Okay. Bug's just floating down.
Charging the capacitors. Now don't be startled if you hear a slight pop.
Oh, the chocolate cherry thing you were talking about yesterday? What the fuck, man? I thought I bought resistance to that shit. The fuck is going on?
Ah, it could be years before I get this opportunity again.
The fuck was that? Hello? How is that? What the fuck? I bought the resistance. I don't understand. Let's try again, I guess. Get the workers in here too, maybe? I don't know. No, they'll die too
Guess
easily.
what I've got? Ah, it's been a long road, hasn't it, my Raptors? You've done so well. Everyone doubted your potential for selective assimilation. Everyone except for me, of course. We need only arouse the remaining mutation vectors and it will be complete. Imagine it. No host rejection, no secondary augmentations. Tonight we finish it. Tonight we conduct the final experiment. Everything is arranged. Perhaps not as clinical as certified company equipment, but we'll make do. Our fates are intertwined now, my little ants. Do not fail me.
Just give me the jelly, bitch.
We'll program a simple linear sequence to begin with. Acid, laser, electrode, then fire. Don't be shy. You want the jelly, don't you? Look, a nice big blob on the surface. Come and get it. You haven't tasted this before, have you, my Raptors? Pure, concentrated jelly. None of the other specimens survived exposure, so you'll be the first. Unless my hypothesis is wrong, in which case your lethal neoplasms will spread through the colony. No one wants to see that. Wakey, wakey. Yes, yes, it's working. The rate of adaptation has accelerated tenfold. The acid is pressurized. The nozzle takes aim. The danger is clear. But The jelly's right here. Your move.
Are we about to reach the level where we invade his pants? I think that's the end of this level, maybe.
How about some bombardier beetles? Now that you've faced down a jet of noxious super acid, these should be child's play.
It's just the strangest powering up of a laser I've ever seen.
The laser is charged to 20 watts. Don't look into the beam.
Oh, I'm going to.
All this noisy equipment must be quite intimidating. How about a familiar distraction? A handful of tiger beetles will do nicely.
I mean, for like 2 seconds. Alright, staying a little bit ahead of them helps. This is where the fire is going to come from, huh? Okay.
Charging the capacitors. Now don't be startled if you hear a slight pop.
I don't know. I don't want to invade this guy. This guy's cool. I want to become some sort of monster kaiju experiment thing. He's strengthening us up so that we can destroy the world for him. That's what I want.
Imagine while all this is going on if you had to share your terrarium with a collection of highly agitated spiders. Why, it would be absolute pandemonium. Whoops.
These are going to die so fast. Okay, let me see if it goes back to acid again.
Fire extinguisher on standby for this one. Safety first.
You funny, mister. Alright, guy. Which one's next? We doing acid again, or what?
And that concludes the warm-up test. How was that? Feeling limber? Stretched? Hungry for more? Good. Next, we'll observe the effects of simultaneous exposure to multiple stimulants,
Ooh, shit.
programming in a distributed sequence. There. Good luck.
Give me the jelly.
Let's make the arena more interesting, shall we? What about a selection of angry mantises? That's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah. Qualifies as interesting. Certainly. I'm gonna get this jelly fast enough, though. Should I be splitting up my teams? I probably should have been splitting up teams, although... Is there even going to be enough? To get both resistances.
Perhaps the stimulation intensity should be increased. After all, our brave Raptors have not come this far to be coddled. They expect stringent test conditions. We'll start by increasing the electrode discharge capacity.
Well, lost a few workers,
Let's
but
expand the acid discharge stream next. Oh, and it looks like you're running out of mantises. Let me help you with that.
this fucking guy. Let me help you with that. Can't be running out of mantises now, can we? That would be a shame. Now there's one mantis that's hanging out over there. Alright. Electrical charge is stored in the ant and will jump to the first enemy that comes too near. Oh shit. Is that all you got, bitch? Huh?
Exposure to 3 cycles of each stimulant complete. It would seem that full spectrum immunity has yet to develop. Do you know what that means, my little
It's coming
reptile?
soon, though.
That's right, you're so clever. Inserting triplet stimulant combinations into the sequence. We just need to increase the power draw. No!
Aha.
Isolated cow! Oh!
What did he knock in here? I can't even see what I'm fighting. What I'm
Where is
destroying.
it?
More like it.
Aha! I just need to prise it open. Ah. Let there be light. And then there was... this could complicate matters.
This is interesting, though.
1, 3, 6, 2... Well, that's rude, isn't it? One,
Ants control the direction of lasers hitting their
Oh,
carapace, reflecting them instead at nearby enemies.
Well, how about these alarm codes?
Laser immunity!
Perfect.
This fire's gonna hit me, but got some good fire resistance now, so maybe that won't be so bad. Oh, the acid disappeared though, or the jelly down there. Okay, no, there's some.
Again. Shut up. Thank you. Now, back to the matter at hand.
This is an interesting final experiment, I have to say. Bleh. And it's definitely a frog bleh face. As the touch of the ant does not harm it, the drop drips off slowly. Leaving a damaging trail in its wake.
It's about
Awesome.
time we increased the laser power. Don't you? After all,
I entirely
that
agree,
little
sir.
fiasco won't have gone unnoticed.
Bring it on.
And I almost forgot to connect the field.
Ah, look at my electricity ants.
You remember those, don't you, my little raptor?
I'm ready to be a kaiju, sir. I like how we can just see the ketchup bottle over here. That's just a flamethrower. Zapped. In a few moments, he's going to have an epiphany and just fire off the fire extinguisher into the tank. He's been doing that. Or the extinguisher, not the fire itself. You know what? That's probably the only way he could hurt me now. I'm immune to all his bullshit. It only makes me stronger.
What's left? Ah, increasing the burner oxygen flow. Quickly now. We don't have much time.
I got plenty of time. Actually, you know what? Can I spend this now? Oh, I can. Oh, no, I can't. Shit.
Perhaps more ants will help to
Hello?
heighten the urgency.
I might as well get these. God, I've got so much jelly. Been following American politics lately, Larson. Yep, interesting is a word for it. Ah, I am the true fire ants now.
Already? Can you not give me a moment's peace? Well, there's no going back now. Programming in the final sequence. Oh, it comes with scorpions.
Oh, it comes with scorpions. This test will eliminate your queen unless you have full immunity to all testing devices. Bitch, I am way past that. If you have any adaptations left to acquire,
I'd love to stay.
I could buy 5 more.
Buy us a little more time. Good thing I brought
I could buy 50 more, actually. No, 5, yeah. I could buy 5 more of each of them. I'm good.
I'll put a little bit here, a little
Make
bit
that
there.
8.
Here, there, spread it all around.
We got this.
The door frame connected to the fuse bit. The fuse bit connected to the wire bit. Yes, the wire bit connected to my foot bone. Oh, that can't be right.
Oh, is he about to electrocute himself? Go full electrocute on us. Yes, make me stronger. Bring it on. Yeah, Trump's fan fiction about how much he misses his lover Biden is hilarious.
There's no way out. Put your hands up and step out into the corridor.
Oh, just in time.
I want him arrested now.
I think we should get back.
Fire in the hole.
Get back!
My little ants, look at you. Perfected. This is the end, I'm afraid. After all, we can't have those brainless parasites unraveling all of your secrets, can we? So, I hope you understand. It's not personal.
Oh,
There's
bring it
just
on,
one
bitch.
final step.
Oh no. Don't vacuum me. How long does this fire effect last?
A once lethal catalyst for unbounded mutation, now tamed and molded through you, my Raptor host, and finally rectified for human consumption.
Oh shit, here we
Tonight,
go.
I imbibe the power of the colony.
Yes.
Yes, I can feel it. It's working.
The real Ant-Man. The hero we all needed. I need to get out here in case there's something to see.
We are the ultimate state of life.
Colony scientist, yes.
We? What did I say?
Oh, he's going Venom.
Oh, this shouldn't be happening. Oh.
Yes, put him under the control of my queen.
The power of the colony. The bonds of the colony.
Yes.
No! Yes.
Oh. What if they made a sequel to this game and it was like an action game where you're like a gigantic mutated Ant-Man kaiju monster destroying cities? Can we play this guy in the next game? Please?
My queen.
Yes! Hold on. Unexpectedly, the scientist has been recruited into your ranks! Oh my god! command his menacing hand as you would any other colony member. You will be Group 2. Kill these.
Serve the will of the colony.
Yes. Now this is science.
At the behest of the colony.
Oh, look at him. His hand does, like, feelers and shit coming off of it. Yes. Amazing. Survive, it says. Piece of cake. He did forget about the control grip, but he didn't really have time to do it properly, you know? Oh. See what that shadow? His hand looks like his arm looks like it's like one big ant or something. But we only get to see the hand with the glove. It's a little disappointing, honestly. Oh my god, there's more jelly. I guess I'll take it. I can't spend it anymore, but I'll have it anyway.
Okay, brace there. Fires are out. We're making our way through to the lab now.
We must leave now, my queen.
Yes, get the sequel ready.
It is not safe here.
Yes. Oh my god, this ending is amazing. Look at him.
We will go into the wild.
Oh, yes.
Feed.
Yes.
So that you may birth the first elates.
Elates?
Securing the line of the Ereptor will need much sustenance.
Winged termite swarmer, elate. Okay.
Dear Lord, what is that?
No! What has he done? Get everyone out! Seal the doors!
Is this how the Zerg were born? Is he gonna go off and marry Sarah Kerrigan? That was awesome. I'm so glad he got away. If they managed to break in and contain him and kill him, I would have been so sad. I need to go tweet the developers right now. Scientist 2, Eric Peter said, "You did such an amazing job." Grundlant? Oh, Grundlant. I don't know why it's giving us a list of sound effects in the credits, but okay. Hold on, after this I need to show you the man who did those voices. This man looks nothing like what he sounded like. Is this actually, or unless this is another guy with the same name? Huh. Wait, hold on. Okay, this game is not listed on IMDb, so I can't. Hold on. No, I can't find confirmation. The credits say it was Eric Peterson who did the voice. But the only Eric Peterson I know of is not credited with the game on IMDb, because the game's not listed on IMDb. And also, he didn't sound like that guy at all. He would have had to have been really putting on a voice. Although it's possible. Here, I'll show you a picture of the guy that I know. But I don't know if it's actually him. You've unlocked the mighty bullet ants. What? Specialized in countering very large creatures, but come at a significant cost. Their tiles won't produce ants unless they're at level 3. Wow, okay. Additional colony creatures. Oh. Wood ant soldier, leafcutter media, Matabele soldier, termites. Well, I don't really want those anyway. Well, here's the bullet ant though. Alright. Out of curiosity. Bullet ant. Execution attack. Paralyze enemy and increase damage to them. DPS extreme. Health extreme. 150 food. To place and to hatch. Holy shit. Well, we gotta make a few of these, right? While they're digging for that, let me just show you real quick. Like I said, I can't confirm if this is the right guy, but... Neil Peterson. Okay. Well... Alright, well, I'll show you what he looks like on... Well, here, I'll show you a couple pictures of him. Let me get to OBS here for a second. Okay. So this is the actor in general. And this is what he looks like on the show Corner Gas, which was a number of years ago. This man is very old right now. I don't know that this could possibly be the guy who did the voice in this game, but maybe. Face of our mad scientist? Question mark? Unknown. I'm gonna have to see if this guy's on Twitter so I can ask him or something. That doesn't seem right. But maybe. I don't know. Alright, let's make some bullet ants. Just to see what they're like. Holy shit. Fucking huge. I guess that's not a surprise. I mean, he does look like he could definitely be a mad scientist, Larson. That voice is just so different. I don't know. I think he could definitely be a mad scientist, just maybe not that particular one. Question mark. Alright, I'm out of food. Okay, yeah, those guys are fucking massive. Alright, I don't know what New Game Plus is like in this game, but I'm curious to try it out. We've got some time left. A lot of time left. Still. God, look at those gigantic larvae compared to everybody else. These were my big boys before. Look at these fuckers. Look at them. Okay. Yeah, also we can... What's this? Hatch cost reduced, or heals much more health per second out of combat. Let's do that. This one... Reduce incoming damage. Reduce venom damage. Well, I like the all, but I can't afford it right now. Okay. New Game Plus. Let's see what this does. Will be reset back to the beginning of the game, however, it will retain all upgrades purchased. Enemy creatures will be harder, but upgrades purchased will follow you into natural world levels. Oh, shit. New Game Plus, any purchases made in the adaptations menu will be active in the natural world levels too. For example, acquiring a black ant upgrade or minor improvement will affect the black ants in the level's new home and subjugation. This also applies to queen and worker upgrades across the board. That's insane.
I see the queen has taken well to her new home.
It's fascinating. She has already started to spawn. Incredible, really, that we found such a healthy specimen.
I wonder what this guy's natural voice is like. Hey, Jack.
We should be patient and... We should be patient and allow the colony to grow first. I've placed food nearby. Then we will introduce the Formica fusca and observe their reaction.
Excellent. Keep me updated on their progress.
Do you think his beefing up the colony until he could inject himself with his plan all along? Probably, eh? Let's see. Okay, let's try a level and see how it's different. Yes, welcome, Jack. We just started.
Set up home beneath a rotting.
We just finished the game, and now we're checking out New Game Plus just for giggles.
Her first brood will need to move quickly if the colony is.
Okay, these are the same tips. All right.
Their priority now is to find food, and there is plenty around. But there are other hungry creatures down here. The workers will need to be vigilant. The ants have encountered a pocket of woodworm. These defenseless weevil larvae will make an excellent meal for the colony. They will be butchered and carried off for processing.
What a fun little game. Highly recommend this. God, I hope there's some sort of follow-up. I need it. Like some fancy modern RTS, Spellforce 3 is on sale. Actually, I'm looking, I'm curious to see what Stormgate's like. I want to get my hands on that. It just started early access. I am curious. Good night, Lawson. Have a good one, sir.
The workers have uncovered carnivorous larvae of Ocypus olens, the devil's coach horse. They are born ready for combat, with powerful slicing mandibles for chopping up their prey. They are still small, however, and must undergo a final pupation before their armor is fully developed. If the ants are fast, they should be able to overwhelm these critters.
Jack, speaking of
If the ants
RTS,
disturb the adult of these larvae,
have you seen?
the outcome for the colony may not have been so fortunate.
Have you seen Stormgate?
They must expand with caution.
It's being made by the people, not like the company, but the programmers that made StarCraft went off and made their own thing. So it's basically StarCraft 3
Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected.
in spirit. So I'm curious to check that out. You know, the factions are different and all that stuff, but it looks like it's going to feel like StarCraft, and it was made by the same programmers. So, color me curious. Even with the upgrades I have, this
Predators are loose in
is
the
definitely
nest.
tougher
the larvae
combat
must
here.
be protected. These wood lice will make a significant addition to the colony's larders, but they are clinging tightly to the ground. It's going to take some effort to dislodge them.
Also, I want to check out 9-bit armies, because I really enjoyed 8-bit armies. Also, I like how the tagline on 9-bit armies is a bit too far. That's good. That's a good pun right there. That's a good pun right there. A good bit, you might even say. Jeff, anybody out there enjoyed the Command & Conquer games? Check out the
Predators are loose in the nest.
8-bit armies /
The
8-bit
larvae
invaders
must be
/
protected.
8-bit warlords, or whatever the other one's called. Good games. Very Command & Conquer-like.
Predators are loose in the nest.
And
The
we're
larvae
gonna eat
must be
them.
protected.
They're not predators, they're meals on wheels. Uber ants.
There are intruders in the nest.
So yeah, this seems to be playing out the way the stage normally plays out, just... The enemies are stronger, like it said.
There are intruders in the nest.
Eat them up! Eat them up! So what have you been playing lately, Jack? Spellforce 3, maybe? One might guess.
There are intruders in the nest.
Just shave these areas down so they look a little nicer. Because we can.
There are intruders in the nest.
feel like there could be more food value for stuff here too, though, which is nice.
There are intruders in the nest.
And they're delicious.
Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected. The ants
we
have
go.
stumbled into the path of a fully developed devil's coach horse beetle, and it's hungry for breakfast. The beetle is almost 4 times the size of a black ant, and protected by thick plates of external armor. Whilst it bites at the tiny defenders, it sprays foul-smelling secretions from the end of its raised abdomen, disorientating the ants.
It's farty on us.
The devil's coach horse is dead. Its corpse will provide food to support dozens of new brood.
Get to them, my pretties. These guys are killing off a lot of my ants. It's a good thing I had a lot of spare food. You know what? I'll agree down here for a little bit. Let's build our group up. Oh no, there are a couple that died already. Okay, we're fine.
This Formica Fusca colony has now established itself as a rising power in the Undergrowth. Soon their territory will need to expand above ground, where new challenges await. For the time being, however, the Queen is safe.
Let's do extra food this time.
Is it feeding time already?
Yes, our queen is insatiable.
Lewd. Build my giant cog.
The Reptar workers have raised their first Formica ant.
Finally, we have the opportunity to observe multiple species within the same colony.
I wonder if he can do the typical tasks inside. Even though he's not a worker ant. Or if he'll just defend. I think he's just defending, okay. Why aren't you guys building those? You goobers. Oh, they already have. Never mind. This still has the icon there because that's what it got selected. Okay, fine. Alright, let's play another level. Subjugation.
This Formica fusca black ant queen has given birth to her first brood. While the workers establish their new territory in the earth, above ground, a nearby colony of Formica sanguinea slave maker ants are on the lookout for would-be victims. These ants specialize in stealing larvae from neighboring nests and raising them as their own. If the black ant colony isn't prepared for the inevitable incursion, they may be wiped out entirely. Formica sanguinea are not the only danger for the fledgling colony. There is something even more sinister nearby, lurking in the darkness.
It's spiders. Shh, don't tell anybody, it's a spoiler. It's a secret. Well, the narrators in this game are very fun. Especially the scientists. I love the scientists. They are or one of them is insane anyway. The fun one. You should have seen the way this game ended, Jack. After the stream's over, you go scroll through the VOD and see the ending. It is crazy pants. Alright, we gotta get ready to fight. Oh, there's 2 down there now. Oh, are there extra spooters? That's mean. Okay, we're gonna go over. Ooh. I hope going for this doesn't unleash these ones. But I guess there's only one way to find out. Spider time!
Sigestria florentina, a funnel web spider. She is large, fast,
You can
and
die,
equipped with
bitch.
a deep, powerful bite. Her lair is carpeted by sheets of silk woven between tripwires that radiate out from the entrance. She can detect even the slightest vibrations with her sensitive legs. Any ant that strays too close,
I like a girl with
is snapped
sensitive
away
legs.
in the blink of an eye.
Ideally, maybe not a spider, though. If that's not too greedy of me to ask. Oh, shit. I've unleashed them all.
A Sanguinius scout has sensed the presence of the black ants. A raid on the colony is now inevitable. The question remains as to whether they will merely
Hope I can
pillage
take
a
these
generation
guys.
of young, or wipe out the colony entirely. In the end, it will come down to the tenacity of the defending ants.
88W88. Yes, I agree. Alright, we're okay so far. So you know what, let's let me get these boys down here so I can see if I can dig this safely. Yeah, okay, okay. Let's do this then.
There are intruders in the nest. By working together, the ants have overwhelmed one of the funnel web spiders. She won't be causing any more trouble for the colony. Her sisters, however, still present a problem.
And raid time.
The raiding party has arrived. The slave makers will head straight for the brood chambers. They must be stopped.
No slaves for
The raiding
you.
party was no match for the valiant defenders. The brood
Aha.
remains safe. For now.
You weak fools. Alright. Let's deal with these two down here now.
Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected.
Take a few losses, but we gotta get rid of these spooters. And then we're gonna eat her. Yum. we got rid of the webs too. Nice.
The colony is starving. There's not enough food to feed the new brood.
Yeah, it's fine.
There is no respite from the culling. The Sanguinio will subjugate or exterminate.
Or die.
The raiding party was no match for the valiant defenders. The brood
Damn right.
remains safe. For now.
For now.
There are intruders in the nest. Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected.
Alright, and we also need to make some workers. Because that's the objective.
The workers have done all they can to improve these food stores. The slave makers are back. They can sense larvae, and they want their share.
Well, that's too bad for them, isn't it?
The raiding party was no match for the valiant defenders. The brood remains safe. For now.
For now.
There are intruders in the nest.
Forget about prosecutors or shoplifters will be prosecuted. This is intruders will be eaten. Intruders are delicious. Let's see how strong we can get. I'm going to eat the entire map. See how strong our ants are.
The slave makers are back. They can sense larvae, and they want their share.
You don't get a share, bitch. Make your own.
The raiding party was no match for the valiant defenders. The brood remains safe. For now.
Why do you even think you get a share? What is
There
this,
are
communism?
intruders in the nest.
Ant communism, huh? Everything for the good of the colony or something? I don't think so. Pull yourselves up by your bootstraps, ants.
There are intruders in the nest. There are intruders in the nest.
But not for long. Soon they will be in my belly.
The Sanguinia colony seeks once again to bolster its numbers. A battalion of slave makers charge into the nest.
Oh shit, they're just here. I didn't see the warning. Oh no. This is bad timing.
The colony is starving. There's not enough food to feed the new brood.
Oh no. Got a few.
The raiding party has left, and with them they have taken 20% of the black ant brood. The danger may be gone for now, but
Very
this
rude of
truce
them.
is merely a formality. The Sanguini are already planning their next onslaught.
Alright. I'll build my last 2 worker spots. And the rest can be a couple more upgrades. Alright, final wave, let's do it.
The Sanguinia colony seeks once again to bolster its numbers. A battalion of slave makers charge into the nest.
Not this time, suckers. You get nothing.
Once again, the slave makers return to their nest with new black ant larvae to raise as their own.
But not that many.
The raids will continue, but this Formica fusca colony has proved its capacity to endure and grow. Eventually they will surpass their parasitic overseers, and the continued raids of the slave makers will reduce to nothing more than a mere inconvenience for the great Black Ant Empire.
Well then.
Is it feeding time already?
Yes, our queen is insatiable.
She really is. You have to do the experiment first. So I need to build up before I do that. Eat him. Eat him, eat him, eat him. Get him. Poor little guy. Do you think it's the mad scientist who's playing the piano? Being all dramatic? I think so. I forgot I still have food sitting back there. Go get it. Alright, got our acid artillery getting built.
The Erepta workers have raised their first Formica Rufa ant.
Incredible! I wasn't sure it was even possible.
Incredible. Alright, we'll build as many ants as we can with the food we got available, and we'll see what this version, the New Game Plus version of the experiment level is going to be like. And then we'll probably call it a night. Or maybe we'll do the first wood ant level. I don't know, one or the other. We'll see. Depends on how smoothly the experiment goes, I guess. Forgot to add the acid ants in there for a bit. Whoopsie. Look at them, their little blue butts. Alright, we're almost there. We can get some hot combat action soon. Just gotta finish with these upgrades. Get that food! My little beauties. Ooh, just enough. Alright. Should be good. Alright. First experiment.
I think it is time we connected the outworld to the feeder colonies. I want to see how these Ereptors respond under pressure.
I will prepare the experiment.
Let's begin with a small threat.
Connecting the Fusca colony now. I will let 10 through to start with.
Do a few upgrades, but I don't want to spend all my food. Just in case I take some losses here. This was easy before, but it might be a little harder now.
The Ereptors identified the threat and responded very quickly.
Excellent. Let's see how they handle a few more, shall we?
Introducing 20 Formica Fusca ants.
I love how she had no idea that this guy was just a complete weirdo. Somehow.
Our Ereptors have neutralized the threat to their queen.
Good. Continue the experiment and let me know the results. Don't add more than 30 ants at once, though. We don't want to harm the queen.
Understood. I wonder how they will react to a rival Ereptor colony. Introducing 40 rival Ereptor ants.
Don't add more than 30. Immediately adds more than 30. It's alright though, we can take it. We are strunk. Communism makes us strong together. Comrade. This is an ant colony with a K.
Excellent.
Only one K though. Only one.
Introducing a further 50 rival Ereptor ants.
It's important to know.
Fascinating.
Isn't it though?
Now let's try 60 Ereptor ants. A superb response. You're doing admirably, my Ereptors. Perhaps a small reward. Look to the surface.
Look to the surface. This guy's great.
What about a combination of Ereptor and Fusca? Let's start with 20.
Look to the surface, my ants. Uh-oh. Somebody got caught outside. That man's dead. Wait, did he survive? No. It took a long time for him to die, though. He's a tough little bugger.
An unconventional defense, yet highly effective. It's interesting to see the colony fight on two fronts. Perhaps we should try 30 of each.
Two fronts my ass. That'd be dumb. Also, it's not like he can see anything that's happening in here anyway. What a silly boy.
Magnificent! Once again, our Ereptus triumph. Some seeds on the surface for my succeeding Ereptus. Gather them quickly. The colony's ability to withstand such overwhelming assaults is incredible. I wonder, how will they handle a sustained flow of aggressors?
Quite well, I assure you.
Let's make things a little more interesting, shall we? Enter the Devil's Coach Horse.
We're gonna eat that horse. Yummy. I'm so hungry I could eat a Devil's Coach horse. Just daintily put that corpse over here in the middle of this fight. Because why not?
Whoops. I seem to have dropped my beetles. I hope they don't harm the little ants.
Give me more food. Delicious.
Perhaps that's enough for now.
How has the colony been responding?
They mounted an excellent defense against 20, 25, and even 30 Fusca ants, as you suggested.
Perfect. Perhaps we can provide more of a challenge for them next time.
What a fantastic suggestion.
I love this guy.
It just sounds like that. How are things in the colonies? It's like sound like something.
Yes.
What is this? 18th century Europe? How are things in the colonies?
The actual colonies. This time. Yes.
Let's see how the colony grows over the next few days.
Now that they have experienced battle,
This is actually New Game Plus right now. You should have seen the ending of this game. This guy went full supervillain, even more than usual.
God.
The best part is, he actually he beefed them up so hard that my ants became immune to fire, electricity, acid, and lasers.
Mm-hmm.
And then he harvested some of the ant's essence and drank it and became half man, half ant.
What the hell? Okay.
And then fell under control of our colony's queen.
I'm gonna have to go back and look at it. I was looking at 2B and their recommended list, and apparently, like
a lot of people like to look at 2B, but I didn't know she had lists.
Like any streaming service, they're starting to put out their own original content.
Mm-hmm.
And one is some movie. It's called One Woman's Trash.
Somebody stealing garbage and keeping it?
Well, okay, this is apparently leaves the man that loves her for somebody else, and that turns out it's the old thing. Chooses what she thinks is best for her, or someone that actually fucking loves her, and finds out, yeah, maybe that wasn't a good idea. But I love it. The thing on IMDb says a woman takes her boyfriend for granite, not granted, granite, and finds out the hard way.
You see I bet she did find out the hard way.
Yeah, it's granite.
Is he a stone golem or something?
I don't know if a person fucking wrote this, spoke English. A woman
no, that
takes
sounds
her
like it was written
boyfriend
by AI.
for granite and finds out the hard way. Period. What love really is when she chooses someone over him and he chooses someone over her, both of them living different paths. You know, no punctuation there. Like,
Maybe
punctuation in the wrong
actually.
place. In the person, that's
I don't think even AI can be this stupid.
I don't know.
I mean, I've seen AI make a lot of mistakes, but I don't know if it makes phonetic mistakes. Like, would it mistake granite for granted? I don't know if it would. I don't know.
It reminds me, I can't remember what the advertisement was for, but the guy was talking about, I think they're using FedEx for something, and then really pricey, and they look and say, "You are always wrong." And he says, "How am I always wrong?" And he goes there like, "Okay, Steely Dan is not one person. We get fringe benefits, not French benefits." And I forget what the third one was, something other equally stupid. And he says, "So FedEx isn't really pricey? No. We don't get French benefits?" And I was like, I wonder what that entailed.
That's when you're friends with a French girl and you're getting friends with benefits.
I guess so. French benefits. And it's like, French benefits? Is everything covered in butter and garlic? Is that what it is?
Hello. That sounds nice to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty silly.
Yeah. Oh,
I don't know. The people have been making a lot of these phonetic mistakes lately. I've noticed. Like, I've seen a lot of people online saying things like "could of," "of."
Oh yeah, that's
when it's supposed to be "could have," HAVE.
I see when somebody says for all intensive purposes.
Well, that one comes from. Actually, I don't know where it comes from originally, but there were characters in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth that were saying that. So I don't know if some people might be just saying that as a goof.
Or maybe that they're just as mistaken as the people who always said, you know, it's.
I mean that too.
It's supposed to be intense and purposes, not intensive purposes.
Right.
People
intensive purposes is a fun goof up of it, though.
And they called it for all extensive purposes. They went even farther wrong.
That one kind of almost fits in spirit, though. It's almost.
And then when it refers to something as a physical year instead of a fiscal year.
Physical year.
First brewed in a burrow
That's
near
funny.
the sea.
Yeah.
The nest is just on the outskirts of the beach, the perfect vantage point for scavenging hapless morsels washed in by the tide. At the moment, the tide is out, but it won't stay that way. The ants must make haste and stockpile what they can, while they can.
There's always been an argument that the word irregardless isn't actually a word. People have been using it for a long time, but apparently it's still not a right word.
Yeah, I think it's the saying is just supposed to be saying regardless. Like I don't think regardless means anything different. Then again, I always thought it was weird when you have the phrase calling things inflammable.
Yeah,
like, that's just the same thing as flammable.
Yeah.
Why are we saying it this way?
Let's see.
There is food to be found all over the beach, but the wood ants must be cautious and choose their trails carefully. Tiger beetles frequent the higher ground, and they will make quick work of any wood ant that strays too close.
Alright, let's start getting some food tiles.
Connection dropped and then came back.
No.
I tell you, just came out, did a little of light yard work, just enough with the trimmer and a little bit with the push mower, and the sun is nearly down. I'm still sweating. It's hot here.
Everywhere.
It says it's 93 here.
There are other wood ants out here. They have also come to take advantage of the buffet provided by the sea. Territorial disputes will invariably favor the colony with the greater numbers.
There are a bunch of old people in a casino. Buffet!
What was that restaurant that one episode of South Park was making fun of that all the old people go to constantly?
Oh god, I can't remember.
They did an
Probably
episode
of
like
Golden Corral or something.
Yeah, it was an episode of like old people getting into accidents with people because they were driving to this restaurant and messing up, getting into crashes all the time. It wasn't Golden Corral. It wasn't Cracker Barrel, but it was something that had a similar feel to the name.
Country Kitchen?
I want to say no, but it was very similar to that.
It's Country Kitchen Buffet. I'm looking at South Park Archive. Restaurant South Park appeared in the second 7 episodes Grey Dawn. Later appeared in the scene 14 episode 201.
I think it might have been that, yeah.
In Grey Dawn, senior citizen drivers are caught up in a row when they mow down citizens of Colorado.
Yeah.
In their old vicinity, many of the accidents occurred while the seniors attempted to find the Country Kitchen Buffet, which they kept missing due to their poor memory.
Yeah, that was it.
The colony is starving.
You ever been to one of those?
Not enough food to feed the new breed.
Not really. That's been a while since I went to any kind of buffet. Well, okay, anything that wasn't a Chinese buffet.
Yeah, that's the classic buffet for sure.
Yeah, but none of those like big things like what Shoney's or Golden Corral. No. Although I like this one comedian, he's like Chinese American, and he's talking about Chinese people, especially when in buffets, especially when they got crab legs. Said, "Oh, folks will like body check you out of the way to get to the crab legs."
Crab legs are good. Do not blame them.
True.
I like the joke of, I don't remember which comedian it was, but another Chinese
Battle
comedian.
has begun.
You know the stereotype of, Americans eat Chinese food and an hour later they're hungry again?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So this Chinese comedian is like, I tried American food for the first time and an hour later I was still full. What's up with that?
Yeah. I still like the one...
The tide is coming in. Soon the lower levels of the beach will be flooded. Any ants caught in the surge will be washed out to sea.
The late John Panette and his famous thing about the Chinese buffet, because the guy was huge.
Mm-hmm.
And he says the owner was not happy. After an hour, after 2 hours, he just looked sad. After another hour, he totally looked pissed. Finally, said, "Dad, you go home. You have 4 hours."
Yeah. Classic.
I gotta say,
As a certified fat guy myself, it's true, we like to eat. Sorry, you were saying?
There used to be a buffet around here. It's called the Farmers Market, and I swear it's like they just deep fry everything on the menu. The whole buffet is fried stuff. It's fried chicken, fried fish, fried shrimp, fried clams, fried oysters. I had fried quail. I remember that. I had fried frog legs, fried alligator.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, just all kind of. It's like good lord, did you fry everything? Let's see what's your bill for.
There's this place that was being talked about on this other podcast the other day. I don't know what city they were talking about, but the place is called Melt.
Rising quickly. The ants must head.
And they do like burgers and sandwiches, but apparently they have the option to just anything on the menu they'll deep fry.
No,
so you can just order like a straight up sandwich and they'll batter it and fry it. Yeah,
I've seen that. I've seen the about a deep fried watermelon slice. I said battered and fried, and they drizzle like some kind of glaze and powdered sugar over it.
Yeah.
There was a book one time. It was called, I swear, The Frequent Fryer's Handbook.
Oh, nice. That's a good pun.
The ants have been spotted by Cichindala hybrida, the
it.
northern dune tiger beetle. With its long,
there it is.
legs, it's the king of speed on these intertidal flats.
Yeah, I can't beat this
Its
thing.
wide, carving jaws will slice effortlessly through squads of wood ants. It's going to take a
take what I can from over here, though.
unified effort to bring this beast down. The colony
Frequent
is
Fryer's
starving.
cookbook.
There's not enough food to feed the new brood.
How to deep fry just about everything that walks, crawls, flies, or vegetates.
I thought it was extra funny too because a bunch of their sandwiches had jalapeno poppers like as ingredients in the sandwich.
Oh yeah.
So imagine like fry up a jalapeno popper, put it in a sandwich, and then fry the sandwich.
Yes, of course. Hell, go to a state fair. They'll fry everything. I remember watching fucking Brad Jones every year. His trips to the state fair, and there's something fried. There's deep fried cookie dough, deep fried Kool-Aid, which was basically globs of batter with Kool-Aid mixed into the batter.
Gross.
Deep fried Oreo cookies, deep fried key lime pie. It was either that or some kind of variation on the garbage plate.
I really hate that name.
And soon,
I know why they call it that, but it's like
as the temperature drops outside,
there's nothing appealing about calling my food garbage.
For the roofer colony to stay underground.
So
I mean, it just looked like that's what it looks like. The stuff that was just laying around after you made something else, and they just threw it together on a plate.
I mean, it might literally be.
I swear, I work this pizza place, and when we get real busy, and there's just the top of the make line for the pizza is just covered in scraps of stuff, and our cook sometimes would just scrape it all off onto a pizza and bacon. We'd eat that.
These creatures are typically scavengers.
Speaking of pizza, you saw the one I made, right?
But due to the unusual incursion of roofer colonies into this area, this particular community of crabs has developed.
I had to joke about where's the corn because I'm assuming that was actually jalapeno bits, but they look like corn.
No, we had there was onion and bell pepper.
Bell pepper, okay. Just because of the lighting and the size
Oh,
of
oh,
the
yeah,
pieces, they look like little corns.
Nah, it's just I used the more finer, more finely chopped than usual. I got an pepperoni, Italian sausage, onion, bell pepper, and bacon.
That looked pretty good.
The queen is in imminent danger.
You definitely cooked it for the right amount of time at the right temperature.
Right. So, and the store I work at, we sell these frozen just pizza dough balls.
Yeah.
I thaw it, stretch it.
I've bought those before.
And then I just I make my own pizza sauce.
I have not done that.
That's not hard to do. Just get. I don't know if I've sent you the recipe before or not, but it's like, I use crushed tomatoes, minced onion. Basically, just take about like a quarter to a half of an onion, and if you got a food processor,
yeah,
use that. If you don't, if you got one of them little grater things for shredding, that works too.
Just mince it really fine, even with a knife, if you're good at doing that. If you need to.
I got put some oregano. Garlic, oregano, basil. Let's see. Put a little olive oil. Put in first. Cook your onions, oregano, basil. Then your garlic. Then add the tomato. Some salt and a little sugar.
A group of hermit crabs have stormed the nest.
Oh,
The larvae must be protected.
I shake a little bit of red pepper flakes in there too. And bring it to a bubble on medium heat. Watch it though, because if you don't watch when it starts bubbling, you'll turn back the top of your stove, look like a crime scene.
If you get that up too high, for sure.
Yeah. Well, even on like that, it's like when it starts bubbling, it really bubbles and throws stuff everywhere.
It's all going to depend on the size of your pot there, yeah.
Then, like, when it starts that, turn it to about a medium-low, cover it, and like over about 30 to 45 minutes. But yeah, it's a good sauce. And like I said, I just bought the cheese and pepperoni packaged, and we had like just ground Italian sausage there at the store. I said, well, hell,
nice.
put some of those in there.
Loose in the nest.
Hell yeah.
The larvae must be protected.
Love that stuff.
And one thing we got in that was new, flavor of bacon, Kentucky bourbon flavor bacon.
The colony is starving.
Interesting.
There is not
I
enough
just
food
saw
to
that.
feed the new brood.
Grabbed a package and looked at my coworkers like, I'll let you know how it is. It is good. Add a couple of slices. I cooked up a few slices, chopped up the one to put on there, and made the rest of the strips I cooked into a sandwich. It was good.
Sounds tasty.
Oh yeah. So, I was wonder if the pizza dough is any good. I'd never used that stuff before, but it came out good. I'm definitely using that stuff in future.
Yeah, that's how we did it at
More
the restaurant I was at, and I've
the
bought
nest.
some from a local bodega as well.
Yeah. Oh, I thought I got rid of. Get out of there. There.
Making my own dough from scratch was definitely the hardest part of when I've tried my own.
Yeah.
I am not good at that.
I also, I don't know. I was near there's a place that sells a lot of kitchen supply store.
Mm-hmm.
Now, some of the stuff is pricey because I get some of the higher brands, but they did have, and this was only $10. I got an actual pizza docker. I never had one of those.
What's
I
that?
could have got That's that roller that's got the spokes on it.
The roller. Okay. Oh, wait, spokes. Hold on. Tell me more.
It's like a roller, but it's got little spokes or spikes or whatever sticking out from it, and you roll that over the pizza dough.
Oh, that thing. Yes.
It's called
To
a
make the holes in the
docker.
dough. Yeah.
And that basically keeps air bubble from forming in the dough, and then you don't just get this big bubble coming out.
Yeah, stops it from rising too much. Yeah.
Yeah. Like if it cooked with air pockets in there, they turn into big bubbles. I've seen a pizza come out of the oven. Somebody didn't do it, and it was just one big bubble, and all the sauce and cheese had just settled around the edge.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. I forget what we called it. I think we just called it the roller, or no, we called it the daughter.
I didn't know that either until somebody later. Apparently,
It's probably local differences, right?
I don't know. I'll look around. That's what they call it. And I found out that big spatula shovel-looking thing you pull the pizzas out with. Generally, that's called a pizza peel. P-double-E-L.
Yeah, we didn't have those because we didn't use a proper wood-fired oven.
Predators are loose
Oh,
in
well,
the nest.
we use that
The
on
larvae
what kind
must
of
be
like
protected.
whether it's
We
electric,
had one of those
gas.
conveyor belt ovens.
Oh,
So we just
Yeah,
they'll be sitting on a steel mesh, like a circular steel mesh.
yeah, that's what we.
So
that's what
we just
have.
used
Proceeding, and a new day
we just used a pair of tongs to pick up the mesh.
Hunters of the night
We
return
do
to
that
the
too, but
safety
sometimes
of the
it's
shadows.
easier to get it out.
The
And
ants can begin to lay down new trails. The
Some-
harvest must
you know,
go on.
sometimes it is, and some people use it. But either way,
And we didn't even have those peeler things or whatever you called it.
yeah. Now I have a pizza pan. It's like metal pan with the holes in the bottom. I've always thought about getting an actual pizza stone to see if
A
that.
dead sardine has been
does any
washed
better.
up on the beach. This feast is too precious to pass up, but the smell will soon attract other scavengers. The ants will need to amass in great numbers to defend such a prize.
Mhm.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh God, that's funny. Sandwich put on there. One leaf falls in the ground. White girls, and like they take pumpkin spice, chop it like cocaine.
Yeah. Yep. Indeed. I like some pumpkin spice flavor as long as it's not overwhelmingly strong. Some places go nuts with that stuff. Timmy's is not too bad about it.
I was watching this when I was watching. Fuck.
The ants must fight.
You're familiar with the group Creed, right?
Well, I've heard of them. I couldn't name a song, but that's not unusual
Arms
for me.
Wide Open, My Sacrifice, thing like that.
Oh, yeah.
Their singer Chris Stepp is a very distinctive.
The Arms Wide Open, that's a good song. I like that.
Very distinctive voice and singing style that the goons, that's like McNasty, Sue, Blur, and all them, like to make fun of. Nasty does a really good Chris Stapp voice, and they posted a picture. Okay, there's like a takeout, like a paper takeout bag stuffed with nothing but French fries, right?
Mm-hmm.
And next to this picture of Chris Stapp singing, and the caption of this reads, "My sack of fries," as which, of course, McNasty has in there, "My sack of fries."
Nice. Oh, we're having a shootout. Oh, mutual kill.
Oh, somebody posted this, and that was. Oh God, I forgot to respond. That was more than a year and a half ago.
Oh, wow.
Somebody posted.
How did you even find it?
I don't know. Somebody did. He must have been tooling around looking for one thing and found my response. But the Marvel Essentials books. That was a while ago, and he says the Marvel Essential trade paperback line was glorious, and I'm ashamed to say I didn't appreciate it enough at the time. Cheap, gigantic, black and white phone books of some of Marvel's finest. Yet, well, basically, yeah, there were these big, thick books collecting. They were like, probably 300 pages or more, and they collected all the classic Marvel stories, and like in chronological order. And now, like I said, they were not expensive. Probably only $30 per book. Now, they are printed on some cheaper paper in between, and they were printed in black and white instead of in color.
Yeah. Well, that's going to save
is
a lot
still-
of money, the black and white.
Right. Now they don't put them out. Now Marvel has the Epic collections, which is about the same size. They have the paper looks like Baxter paper, a little brighter white, and they're in color. Now they're, let's see how much this thing is. Yeah, they're about $10 or so more than the essentials were. But like I say, you get them in color.
Hmm.
And that's something I like the thing like I posted. I like the current Epic collections, pricier than the essentials, but they're in color. And of course, posted the one that I own 2 Master of Kung Fu Epic collections and 1 Iron Fist Epic collection.
Iron Fist.
I want to go back and find things like, I definitely want the Moon Knight Epic collections and the Luke Cage Epic collections. I remember somebody said, "Who's your favorite super team?" There's like the Avengers and Justice League and stuff like that. I posted a picture of Luke Cage and Iron Fist. I said, "Heroes for hire. Can you dig it?"
I remember there was a Luke Cage TV show. Did that go well? Did people like that?
It got 2 seasons.
That doesn't mean it was good.
It was one of the more liked of the Netflix Marvel series.
Okay, that's good. I think people liked WandaVision as well, right?
WandaVision was the Disney Plus. That was when Disney had bought Marvel, and basically they took everything. In fact, they pretty much snapped up the stuff off of Netflix and put it over on Disney Plus. And it's sort of become part of the MCU now, because I know at the very least.
I mean, it was to begin with, right? Because it was the same actors playing the characters, so you would think.
Yeah, before, like I said, before Disney Marvel, those were the guys doing it. They do it about the same time as the MCU, but it was still kind of its own separate thing until Disney bought them all up. But what's his name? Charlie Cox, who played Daredevil, he has now appeared in the She-Hulk series, and he appeared.
I heard She-Hulk didn't go over well.
Yeah, but that just established, yes, he's part of it now, and also he appeared in I think the 3rd Tom Holland Spider-Man movie.
The tide is coming in. Soon the
So I guess it's official.
Flooded. Any ants caught in the surge will be
Matt
washed
Murdock,
out.
Daredevil, is part of the MCU now. Now, we haven't seen any of the other characters appear yet. Which, for the Netflix series, that was Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, and the Punisher. And there was that one series, The Defenders, which was basically just Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Cage, and Iron Fist. Of them all, Iron Fist was the least well received by a lot of people, especially by the people who had been fans of the character. It just, they didn't get the character quite right. I mean, I knew they weren't going to be able to do that wild green and yellow outfit that he wore in the comics, but even the spirit of the character just didn't seem to be coming through.
No, that's a shame. I mean, leaving that costume behind was probably a good idea, but
yeah, his
not getting the spirit of the character is too bad.
Is a bit different, or at least the last one I saw him wear, which was basically, it looked like just a green tracksuit with like yellow, like
the water
stripes
is rising
down
quickly. The ants must head
sleeves
for
and
higher
the
ground.
legs, and his dragon symbol now just printed on the chest of the outfit. Still wearing the mask. I mean, the mask is a thing you just can't change, but like the high collar, the capri pants, and ballet slippers, they had to get rid of.
There are many more of them, but this is a milestone moment for the colony.
Also, like
they cannot be bullied by.
You could fix the coloration a little bit. Like the whole thing was just too bright.
Then again, I think it was meant to be. It was almost more of a ceremonial outfit, or a.
Yeah, but I mean, like if they could change, like maybe they make the green a little darker to contrast better with the yellow, at least brightness wise.
I think it also made the contrast between him and Cage. Cage was more of the well, even the fancy outfit was almost like street clothes.
Yeah.
And then as time went along, he just wears street clothes. He wears like a.
I mean, he's basically jeans and a t-shirt, right?
Yeah, or depending on who's drawing it, like in one of the
Maybe not
series,
jeans, but like black pants or something.
Yeah, in one thing he's going fancy. He actually wore a suit to fight in. Like,
damn.
you know, jacket, pants, tie, vest, the whole deal. Like, come on, beat your ass and look damn good while doing it.
Reminds me of a character idea I had at one point, to have like a super strength type character who's
completely flooded.
you know, get the whole underbelly super strength thing going on, but he's like a European gentleman with a cane or something, and he would be called like Vander Smash.
You only find the.
Actually, let's grab this before we go inside.
Ooh, which one's that from?
I don't know.
I'm looking at something. I don't know where this picture comes from. There's it's an animation cells.
There is
Cage, Iron Fist, Ant-Man, and Cassie.
Arctosa parita, the sand bear wolf spider. In the day, these spiders
it's from an episode of Earth's Mightiest Heroes. All right.
But once the sun has gone, they are far more active and on the hunt for a midnight feast.
Alright, everybody, back inside. Nighttime is scary.
A wolf spider has found the nest entrance. She is only small, but her venom will quickly incapacitate any ant that tries to fight alone.
And that's none of us. Alright, who are we gonna kill next? Let's go in here.
There are intruders in the nest.
I think it'd be interesting to see another game like this, but have it be like a sci-fi setting where your ant colony is like alien mega ants devouring a whole planet. Go full Tyranid type of thing with it.
Lem?
Lem, huh?
A picture of some game you posted.
Oh, Mlem. Yes, the Space Cats game.
Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected.
It was very silly.
Actually, no, they did change it. They did make it a bit darker. I had forgotten that. Iron Fist outfit. They did make it like a dark green near brown color. As you can see in the picture I posted when you look.
Let's see.
There are intruders in the nest.
That's purple.
Again, I don't know.
Also, he looks like a villain.
Huh?
He looks like a villain. Like his eye slits look like he's like.
His eye slits have always been.
His eye slits and his it looks like he's doing like a maniacal grin there.
The nest.
I know.
I would run away from that man if I saw him.
And voracious.
But anyways, yeah, that's a little more brown or purple. His outfit has changed. Sometimes been more green. It really depends, I guess, on who's drawing or coloring the book. There have been other times when his colors have been, the main color was white. There's one point toward the end of the original series it turned to red. But but like I said, Cage's outfit, like I said, sometimes he's wear a full suit.
There are intruders in the nest.
That's the first one I've seen with him having a beard.
He's had the beard for while now. I forget when he started doing that. Probably at least since the aughts.
There are intruders in the nest.
Oh, it's been different. Sometimes it's more like of a goatee, but yeah, that's a full beard there. So
Yeah, like not a super long one, but a one.
yeah. Like I said, it depends on who's drawing the book. Hell, I remember there was a Marvel Max series. I don't know how close to canon that was. They gave him they had him with teeth tapped in gold in that one. Looked like a real street tough.
More wolf spiders have found the nest. The queen is in imminent danger.
Nah, she's fine.
Imminent. I was watching one guy do a review on the Madam Web movie.
Mm-hmm.
He said this: if nothing else, the stunt work was good in that one. That's because it was the same guy that did all the fight choreography for the Jessica Jones series.
Ah. I never saw any of that. I don't know anything about that character.
Well, I don't think the makers of the movie knew anything about that character because it's so far off.
Ugh. Also, kind of like Borderlands then. Actually, I heard a thing about the Borderlands movie. Apparently, out of all the actors playing all the main characters, Jack Black is the only one who's played the game. So he was the only one who really knew how his character was supposed to behave. His voice wasn't right for the character, but I think he at least had the personality right. Whereas everybody else was just doing their own thing.
Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected. As the sun rises over a new day, the tide recedes. The nocturnal creatures return to the shadows, and once again, the harvest must continue.
Sardine time. Where's that big boy at? Or is that not till the next day? Yeah, I keep talking about a sardine on this level, but it never shows up anywhere. What a bunch of teases. My ants want their sushi bar.
The ants must fight.
It's not over here or something, is it? No.
Mm. Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, just looking at some shit here, and just from doing my own research for my own memories of comics. And I said, oh, and discovering things I didn't know. Like, even the most research you do, you're like, oh, wow. Like, you don't read everything.
Yeah.
You can't. But when I found, oh, well, that explains it then. And when I found out the information, it's like, that makes all the sense in the world.
There you go.
So basically, the original Power Man and Iron Fist series ended with this new kind of superhero called Captain Hero, who was somehow, according to the story, a little boy that changed into an adult hero, much like Shazam sort of thing. Seeming to having gone crazy and beat Iron Fist to death before seemingly disintegrating himself due to an overload of power. The only witness to the aftermath of this was Luke Cage, who, of course, don't believe the story, so due to his super strength, they accused him of having killed Iron Fist. And that's where the series ended.
Man, Captain Hero is such a bad name, but it does sound like the name a little kid might come up with.
Yeah, I mean, it's close to, well, Captain Marvel, which was Shazam, literally. But it'll be a few years later, we would get the series Cage, which would be the new Luke Cage series, where he was apparently not been convicted, but still had a bit of a cloud hanging over him, didn't he? Well, later in pages of Namor the Submariner, we would find out that the Iron Fist we thought was dead was not even Iron Fist, it wasn't even a person, because when they opened his casket, there was like plant material. Turns out that, okay, the mystic city of Kunlun, where he came from and trained in, had been taken over by the neighboring species called the Hellfrey, which were these plant creatures, right? And they can change shape, and so they basically stuck all the people of Kunlun into like these stasis pods while they took their place, including Iron Fist.
Does that mean that the Iron Fist that we've seen before has never been real? He's always been in that stasis pod, or?
At one point. No, he was a long time, but at one point, when he made a trip back to Kunlun.
Oh, they got him while he was visiting. Okay.
Right. Anyways, in that thing, they freed all the people of Kunlun, and it turned out the Captain Hero character was actually the Super Skrull in one of his disguises. He had made some kind of deal with the evil Master Khan, an exile from Kunlun, to try and take over the place.
Yeah.
But
Super
even the Hillfree takeover had
master
been
disguise as a child.
Right. It's a whole big thing. It's like, okay, that explains the thing. I mean,
that was how many of these types of storylines are decided upon ahead of time, or if these are like, well, we want to undo something we did, so it's time for a retcon.
It sort of was a retcon. I mean, that was when John Byrne was drawing and writing Namor, and he was like the master of the retcon at that point.
Yeah, well, I've got nothing against the retcon as long as it's handled well and they don't screw up details and do it sloppy.
But yeah, it was an interesting one and explained kind of a few things and also brought Iron Fist back into the Marvel Universe at long last.
Mm-hmm.
And soon thereafter, we would get the return of a Heroes for Hire series, which was actually a really good series.
This game really has such jaunty music sometimes. Eat that beetle thing. I might need some reinforcements for this.
The tide is coming in. Soon the lower levels of the beach will be flooded. Any ants caught in the surge will be washed out to sea.
It's a good thing we were very efficient about that, and we already ate the lower levels.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. somebody's drawn a picture of like basically different forms of Thor. We have the old classic Thor. We've got the alien Thor Beta Ray Bill. We've got
I've heard of him.
Yeah, we've got Jane Foster Thor.
Mm-hmm. She was
We
pretty
have
cool.
Frog Thor. Now, there's two different versions of that, depending on things. We have one point where Thor actually got changed into a frog by Loki.
Oh, of course.
And they kind of made a joke about that in Thor Ragnarok.
Did they? I must have missed it because I didn't get the reference.
It was the
joke?
part when Thor came back to Asgard and found they were having a play, and there was these other actors playing Thor and Loki on stage, and he mentioned turning him into a frog. So it was made like a story that never really happened. And the final one in this picture I'm looking at is the future King Thor, or All-Father Thor. Now he is ruler of Asgard in Odin's place.
Right.
Which that's kind of a possible
The
future
water
that
is rising quickly.
Ron,
The ants must
he's
head
ruler
for
of
higher ground.
Asgard, and he has 3 granddaughters who are kind of like taking his place. That's sort of kind of what they were doing with that character at the end of Love and Thunder, but let's face it, Love and Thunder just screwed up so much. Is it even worth mentioning?
I wouldn't know.
Yeah,
I thought it was pretty fun though.
yeah, let's see. But in the regular comics, yeah, the goddesses of thunder, Frigg, Atli, and Elizabeth. And in the future, where each one of them carries some weapon, I guess, sort of associated with Thor. One of them carries Stormbreaker. One of them, which is,
Yeah, the new hammer he got at one point.
well, in the movie, in the comics, it belonged to Beta Ray Bill. One of them
Was
carries.
it made for Beta Ray Bill?
Sort of what? Yeah, in the comics.
Okay.
One of them carries the mace that had been previously owned by Hogan the Grim of the Warriors
The
3.
tide has almost reached its highest point. The sands east of the nest are about to be completely flooded.
And the third one carries the what's the name of it? The axe Yarn, which had belonged to Thor and was his primary weapon prior to being able to finally wield Mjolnir. This is a bit of retconning too, which came about in the teens when Jason Aaron was writing. That was the thing where Gore the God Butcher came from, who was the villain in Love and Thunder.
Yeah. There was some really interesting cinematography going on with
And
that.
soon, night will
Yeah, well, that was
As
fucking
the
who
temperature
was
drops
it?
outside,
What?
nocturnal
Taika
creatures
Waititi.
begin to awaken.
I almost
It would be
call him
wise for
right
the
now
Reaper
the
colony to stay underground and hope that they
what was his name?
until the morning.
Gotta look it up now. I call him the Joel Schumacher of the MCU. You might remember Joel Schumacher was the one who directed Batman Forever and Batman and Robin, the last of the 80s and 90s Batman, the more
Okay. Yeah, those were
right?
weird.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's why I called Waititi the Joel Schumacher of the MCU.
Like, what the hell was going on with that version of Penguin? Like,
A wolf's
Well, that
so
was
strange.
no, that was still Tim Burton.
okay, well, still.
Yeah, that was just Burton.
I forget what some of the
Weird.
ones are. Like, like the names for the movies are so generic that I never remember which one's
Okay,
which.
of course, Batman. 89 was the first one with Michael
Yeah,
Keaton's
obviously.
Batman and the Joker. Then he had Batman Returns. That's the one that had Penguin and Catwoman.
Mm-hmm.
And that would be Keaton's last
Oh
Batman.
yeah, Batman and
film.
Robin would have been Freeze and Riddler, right?
Freeze and Poison Ivy.
Predators are loose in the nest.
Okay,
The
we had
larvae
Batman
must be
Okay.
protected.
Batman Forever was the third one. Val Kilmer's Batman and the introduction of Chris O'Donnell as Robin. And that one had Riddler and Two-Face.
Okay, yeah.
Riddler was Jim Carrey. Two-Face was Tommy Lee Jones.
Jim Carrey was a weird choice for Riddler. Like, I mean, he was a fun Riddler, but I don't know how accurate that would have been to the personality.
Well, it depends on which Riddler you're talking about. You know, the original version of the Riddler was sort of a silly character. And if you ever watched the old 60 TV series, watching Frank Gorson's portrayal of the character, that's pretty much what Carrey was doing.
Okay, so it was accurate to that version.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, it was
Although,
kind of
in the end, it was really just Jim Carrey just being himself.
yeah. Schumacher was kind of, like, obviously a fan of the old TV series, you could tell. And then, like I said, Batman and Robin had Mr. Freeze, Poison Ivy, and, a small part, Bane.
Yeah, I didn't see the one with Bane.
Well, yeah, Bane was basically some character that Poison Ivy had turned into this big hulking. It was basically there for appearance's sake and not at all like the character. Tom Hardy's portrayal was a little closer to the character.
Oh, okay.
They
had Poison Ivy turn into Bane in one of them? That's crazy.
More hermit crabs have found the nest.
It kind of fit with it. See, Bane is kind of a strange twofold character in that, yes, he was this character who'd been kept a prisoner all his life and trained himself and finally becoming a major crime lord himself.
Mm-hmm.
But then when he got wind of Batman's Grey Warriors, figured he would need an edge, and that's when he started taking the drug Venom, which pumped him up to the huge, massive size, which, some places cover it more than others. I mean, they didn't really cover it in Dark Knight Rises, and it was to some degree in Batman and Robin. How the cartoons have covered the Venom drug more than anything, especially in that Harley Quinn series. That version of Bane definitely is pumped up on Venom.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of that either.
I've seen some clips. It is pretty good. I mean, the way they portray some of the characters is like, okay, this is wildly exaggerated, but at the same time, yeah, pretty close to the characters in the comics at the same time.
Mm.
And it's getting a spin-off.
Okay.
It's going to be a Kite Man series.
Kite Man? Oh my god. That's a thing?
Okay, Kite Man is a character in Harley Quinn. He's a longtime Batman.
A huge wolf spider has found the collar.
More of a nuisance.
This one is a mother. And
That's
the recently hatched brood have followed her into the
second
nest.
story burglar
These
with a
ants are
gimmick.
facing an overwhelming infestation.
Anyway, since everybody secures the buildings usually toward the bottom floor, he'll come in through the top floor. So just fly in. So basically it's a hang glider, but it looks like a Titan.
So he's basically DC's Vulture.
Yeah,
Must
put him on that level.
but lamer, yeah.
Yeah. And they gave him kind of more of a backstory in Harley Quinn. It turns out this guy is amazingly accomplished in all sorts of fields, but he's also got these parents who are like, nothing he ever does is good enough.
Mm.
He's like, hey, I got all A's. Why did you get an A+? It's like that kind of.
Exactly.
So he basically just gets a bit of a rebellion, as it were, and says, all right, nothing I do is ever good enough. I'm just going to be bad. So there.
I do what I want.
Oh boy, I've got to move some stuff around. I'm going to move. At the pizza, put it in a container, but I have to make room for the container.
Yeah, I got some potato salad to finish off. I decided to do I don't remember if I mentioned on the stream before, because I think I decided on it in the middle of the week, but I decided to do a mild potato salad experiment and make it a little spicy.
Yeah.
So, sliced up a jalapeno, jalapeno. Cook that a little bit, and then put that in the potato salad. It's pretty good, but it wasn't one pepper wasn't enough for the amount of potato I used.
Yeah.
So I think if I do that again, I might try 2 or 3.
Potato salad's alright. I prefer, sorry. I like German potato salad better.
As the ants grow in
I
number,
agree.
the local predators
but
pose less and less of a
I was
danger.
just doing the
Eventually,
standard
they will
lazy
be
version
displaced from this area
for myself.
entirely.
Oh yeah, but yeah. I was like, I ain't been there in a while. They have a
Feeding time already?
Yes, our queen is insatiable.
the Oktoberfest that they have around here.
Mm-hmm.
They do it's German music, the little polka band playing this and that, and they also have food there, which is usually bratwurst, German potato salad, and sauerkraut.
Classic, yep.
Yep. Get somebody. Now, oh, by the way, I got this from, was it? Did I tell you about? Yeah, it was you I told. Never mind. The beer I got yesterday, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Oktoberfest beer.
Enjoying it, eh?
Oh, well, I finished it today, so yeah. Ooh, good choice. I might put one of these little chews, one per row. Okay, the sides are pretty easy. The side and the dessert are pretty easy. The main one we have it's all barbecue, either ribs, brisket, or pulled pork. I'm like, that's a toughie.
The answer is yes.
For the sides, we have mac and cheese, coleslaw, or potato salad. And I'm like, I'm going to have to go mac and cheese on this.
Hmm.
And the desserts were pecan pie, cookie, or brownie. I said, brownie.
Yeah. Brownie's a good choice. Alright. Let's have us a raid, shall we?
Alrighty.
Alright, so next time I think we will come back with a different game, as we have conquered this one. Much fun was had.
Get Speed Freaks.
Much recommend. Huh?
I said, get Speed Freaks.
Maybe.
It's free to play. For the most part, I think you got to do
I'll have a look at it, see if it interests me.
Alright.
We shall see. Alright, let us say hello to Hero's Journey, our traditional Tuesday raid.
Yep.
Have a good one, everybody. Bye-bye.
Hey.